Hello. Just trying to set up here, finish setting up. Get everything out of my way. That way I can get to my paper. Get my pencils. So Nanya here. And after we did meditation, a whole bunch of thoughts came into mind, and so here we are once again, and we're going to jam out. Because I'm ready. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to chat, if anybody wants to chat. And I'm just looking around. Oh, I'm missing Chaos. Oh, he must have just came in. Now, see, now nobody was going anywhere. Kyle Bailey, too. Aw. No, I did not see those. I was just wondering what was going on in the world. I have you too, because I forgot to check, because I was trying to get my coffee and everything ready. I should have checked before I went on live, but you know how it goes. You know, you want to do something and you're like, yeah, let's do it. And get ready. So, but I don't care if anybody comes, you know, this is typically, you know, for me anyhow. And for newcomers who come in, they're probably going to be watching this stuff, so. Welcome to your channel. Yes, I'm trying to do my hair. Usually I'm not this vain, but I had some stick-em-ups everywhere a while ago. But my name is Dunya. Welcome to your channel. Here in our community, to your sector. I call it a sector now of the community. Because we're all in it together here in this little sector of YouTube. I'm sure there are other sectors, and sometimes our sectors intertwine, which is cool. Got some pretty useful information from the brainstorming that I done last night, and then after meditation, hadn't even had a coffee yet. Just kind of went out to meditate, and here we are. And I can't believe that I'm doing it right whenever everybody else is doing it. And I'm sorry, people, for stepping on your toes, Chaos and Kelly. But, you know, Kelly, he's doing just fine. He has his peeps, you know, on there. So I'm sure he's all right. I have, like 2 people every stream, which is all right, you know. But, you know, I just care about the information getting out there anyhow. Which I'm sure Kylie does too, and I'm sure that's the reason why he's hanging with everybody today. And also Chaos with his Destiny too. He's gone into his, let's see, I forgot what he wrote, final challenge or something, or oh, he's entering the Dream City in Destiny 2, and that's Chaos Hybrid Phoenix Gaming. And yeah, that's all he's on right now. Kate Trippin, he updated, and Warrior Princess did a collective reading. So yeah, that's what this channel is all about. Go check everyone out. Go in my channels, up at the top of the screen. In my channel, whenever you're in my channel, like if you click on the icon, click on my icon down, you know, like this. So like if you turn your screen this way and you have it that way, it'll come up like, let me put my finger there. It'll be half the screen and I'd be up here. The chat will be down there. If you just want to close everything out, right up there, close everything out, and it'll come down and it'll drop all the way down to about here. And then once you get it dropped down all the way to about here, and it's like a little strip about this wide on your screen. And once you get it that wide, then you click on the X that's right, with our finger about right there. And that little screen, the little screen that's like this, there's a little X in there about right there. And you click that X, and you go all the way out, and you, I'm sorry, you click on my icon, and that'll bring me up, and it'll drop this thing down to the bottom. And then you click off me, and then you go up into my channels, and you'll see all the subscribers there. All the subscribers there that you could see are people in our community here. So yeah, go check that out. We're all here to help you find your way to what you're supposed to be doing and what you're feeling, and sort everything out. Help you with that. Now, it's your job to do that, but along the way, we're here to help you. So yeah, feel free to roam around. You can even click off me right now and go do that if you want, you know. And I'm just going to eat, because, you know, it's a natural process. And I made these delicious, ugly bagels. You know, that's what happens whenever you have family and you're trying to get things together. Trying to tell my mom about what's going on with Anja. And of course, you know, I burned my bagel in the process of that. And we have Justin Bateman for being brainwashed by today.
I don't know what to say.
You can hear him all in the background here. And you can probably hear the frequency involved in that. So please stop watching TV. It messes up with your frequency. Just for a while until you get, you know, comfortable with everything. I highly suggest stop watching everything and just watch everything in the community. Because it does affect, you know. And whenever you're trying to get things straightened out in your head, it makes it a lot easier if there's no clouds in there. Stop smoking. Both kinds. Stop doing drugs. Clean your system out. Because I'll tell you what, the high that you're going to feel whenever you get there is a lot better than the high that you're going to feel off of any kind of drug or cigarette or joint or anything, alcohol, anything. Now, you're not going to have it all the time at first, but you will later. And I know this because I could feel it, you know. Lots of good luck happens to you whenever you're meditating and you're doing things the right way. Yes, I am still smoking, but I am trying with that. So that'll go where it goes whenever I get there. Hello. Good afternoon. I'm just having a powwow with myself last night, and this morning I kind of got on a jam session with our thoughts, and with my thoughts and our thoughts. And I decided to come on again because this is great for me right now, I think, is to talk about things and what, you know, because it's bringing out certain things within me. So I just came back and I don't know, I just wanted to record everything because I'm going so fast now that I'm afraid I might miss something. So sometimes I record these on my own and I don't post them, but I don't know, something's just telling me I need to do it live, and so here I am. You can help me if you like, just by asking questions. That's what everybody's been doing, is just, you know, bringing up things, you know, like different things. You know, it just goes where it may. The no just kind of knows and comes into play, and I hope that TV isn't too loud to drown me out. But yeah, feel free to listen to the frequency on the TV that you're listening to in the background. That's why it's called Brainwashing Day, is because I'm getting used to the TV's frequency. I'm not watching it because there's certain pixels in there and colors that really get you brainwashed. So I'm not going to watch it, but I'm going to listen to the frequency. And I think it's good for you guys to hear it as well. because you watch if you like watching me, and if you watched other videos without the TV on in the background. Hey, Tay Trippin. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for coming in and stopping in. I appreciate any help that you may give to me today, because everyone who seems to have stepped on here today has given some kind of advice and help, and just like brought out things, and this is, I think that this is the way to work it after a while, after you start figuring things out yourself, you know, to, I don't know, something's just telling me to go ahead and record everything. Like I said, last night I watched Wayne, and it got me started. It started like in meditation last night. I couldn't wait to get to Wayne's channel for some reason, and I figured out why. It's because he had this woman on there. Her name was Anja, and I was just enamored by her. She was a master at this, and I could see it. I could feel it inside me, and for some reason, I, was really excited about it beforehand. And that's my no telling me that I'm on the right track of what I'm watching. And so I went and I watched it, and I was just enamored by this chick, And I'm just like, oh, sorry, Anja. I was enamored by this beautiful, lovely being, and it was like something inside me just like clicked off of certain things, like the whole banishing spell that she was providing. It was like a brainstorm. I started writing down the banishing spell, and the words I was getting ready to write sounded really familiar, like I've already written them. So I tore through my notes, looking at everything, because they're all strewn about my room like a genius, just everywhere, writing, like I feel like a dang genius, sometimes with writing, and, like you see like these geniuses, and they're writing and they're writing and writing. That's what I feel like. And I'm strolling paper like everywhere, whenever I write. So I gathered all those papers up last night, and I looked through them, and I realized that I had this belief system all wrote out, and I already done it. I already banished it. So I naturally done these things, and it started clicking to me that all my life I've been doing things. Tai Chi, I've been doing it. Banishing, been doing it all my life. Healing, I've been doing it all my life with my hands, Tai Chi. Just everything I've been doing all my life and didn't even know it. Trippin says, he says, lots of laughs. If you feel it, do it. Yeah, exactly. So I'm starting to realize that now, just go with what you feel, because your gut is right, on everything that you're doing. And you just don't, it's like that dull moment, where you're just like, it was right there the entire time, and you just didn't see it because you didn't put two and two together. And plus two, I knew about witchcraft and all that, all that, but to actually study it and study meditation, I didn't do that, It was something that I was missing because I was lost, I was still believing in the lie. But other than that, it was coming like really, really fast last night. So I got back on again after Wayne's show, and I was just like going over Wayne's show, and I was all by myself on the chat room too. Nobody came, which was kind of nice, because then I just got to, get it out. And but then that led to other things. it like opened up, and then I went like this a little bit more and closed that gap a little bit more. So every time that I'm doing this, I'm closing that gap, and so I want to close the gap. I really do. So that's why I'm here today, and that's what I'm doing today. Is I just thought that I challenged the brainwashing again. Know your enemy. Be familiar with the sounds the frequency that you're hearing. That way you know the difference whenever the time comes on which frequency is real, which ones came from this world, and which ones are coming from outside of this world. Which ones are bad, which ones are good. You get the feeling whenever you see it, or whenever you're hearing it, whenever you're experiencing it. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't know if the thing is picking up the frequency on the TV. I just thought I'd try it to see, because I can hear it, just like I can hear the electrical line frequency above me outside here in the garage. It's pretty loud. And that's what I was talking about earlier, is that it gets so loud that, I need background noise to kind of drown it out, because it's so loud that it's kind of aggravating. It'll drive you nuts, really. So I like to have the background noise, and this is YouTube, so copyright. So I can't just turn on the radio and pick on anything, or the MP3 player and just pick anything. So I have to do what I can do, because I don't know copyright very well. And excuse me, I made myself some burnt bagels. I doubt I can eat all of it. Here's some coffee. I hope you got coffee. And there's something in my coffee. Don't know what it is. Probably a bug. Poor little guy. Yep, I still drink it. It's a bug. So what? I'm not wasting it. I do need some warm though. Let me warm it up. Kind of chilly. So how long have you been woke up, Tate? Because he knows maybe I'm here for you. Unless, of course, you're driving, then no, definitely don't respond. But yeah, if you could, I would like to know a little bit about the people here, because I think that's important. That's why I created the channel, was to bring us all together so that we can get to know one another, because this is kind of a lonely world, all by yourself. My family, I'm starting to get my mom to come in and watch me. And I feel that you got to be honest with the people around you, because you're experiencing something that makes you look crazy. And they get worried, of course they get worried. Because even though they're not of the know, that doesn't mean they don't still love you and still care about you. And I understand, the phrases like you're acting crazy and, that's all you eat is one bagel, or that's all you ate today is one bagel. There's something wrong with you, and you know yourself that it's all within what your body is going through. It's not you that's doing it. It's kind of like being sick in a way, where you can't control what you're doing. You can't help if you can't eat, you can't help if you can't sleep. You can't help if you're writing like a nut, acting like a crazy person. But it's really not crazy, it's ingenious. And genius makes you look stupid all the time, because if you got a million thoughts in your head, and this is one thing that I realized with special needs children, whenever you got thoughts in your head, you're constantly going like this, because it's just too much information. You're like, oh my gosh, you feel like like an autistic child, just too much input, so you got to get it out. And that's the way of the autistic children. They get it out by rocking and, hitting. It's too much input that they're experiencing and not enough output of the thing. And I'm going to have to figure out something for my nephew too with that, something natural. We already did the meditation and that seemed to work. He stopped rocking and stopped hitting his head. But yeah, you experience that, and it makes you look like an idiot sometimes, because you're constantly going from thought to thought to thought to that thought, and you're like in the middle of that thought and you're trying to explain that thought, and then that thought comes in and it messes you all up, and then you forget what you were talking about, and it just makes you look like you're really dumb, but you're not dumb. You just got a lot of thoughts in there roaming around, and it's just swirling. And, you know, once you get on a tangent about that subject, and if you veer off, like even just to explain that that being was lovely, you know, you lose your train of thought. And it does make you look stupid, but you're not stupid. It's just too many thoughts in there. You know, it's kind of like when analytical, and that's the first time I noticed that, you know, analytical mystic, she was doing a reading, and it was at the end of the reading, and she had done something, I don't know what it was, I forgot, but I thought it was cute, you know, because she had a moment like that to where she was dingy for a minute. But it wasn't dinginess. She says she's so dingy, and it's not dinginess. She needs to give herself some credit. It's too much information in there that you're not paying attention to the small things anymore. You're paying attention to the more bigger things in life. And that equals out to be a lot of knowledge in there that you're holding to function through it. So yeah, don't think that you're dumb, because you're not dumb. They're just too much thoughts. And you got to write it out. And that's the reason why I say keep paper, whatever paper you can find, keep it all. And keep 3 pencils sharpened, ready to go. Eraser, at least on one of those pencils. I just grabbed this kind of paper because, you know, I didn't have any notebooks. And I can't just go out and buy, you know, things because I'm poor. So I do things, you know, that are cheap, that are free, that I already have, like books. You know, I went in my library and I found some really interesting books. I found the Tibetan of the Dead. I found the Tao Te Ching, which is a Taekwondo starter book, teaches you the beginnings of everything. And I'm going to be reading that one, narrating it on this channel. I need to figure out some things with the computer, though, with hooking this phone up to my computer so that I'm able, and I did figure out somewhat on how to record, but there's a problem with the server, with the driver and the server connecting on that computer that I'm using. So I had to figure that out. I don't know the first thing about technology, so it's going to take me probably a few hours to figure that one out with reading everything and trying to, you know, work it out. And that computer, it does not have any malware on it either, which is, you know, scary. So I try to stick with, you know, the channel here, my channel, and stick with YouTube. I try not to veer off anywhere with that computer. Tate says, I am leaving Monday on my journey. Please follow my journey. All right, will do. Yeah, I'm usually checking out, and I'm going to get more app to the computer and try to get to where I can use the computer on searching for people, you know, like on my subscribers of the day, especially on the subscribers of the day. I'll be using the computer to do that with. That way it comes out a little bit more cleaner. I mean, I like this raw, you know, the raw talk, the raw, you know, the raw things, you know, like the TV going off in the background. And he really does that. I like weird things. I like off the wall things. I don't like doing the same thing everybody else is doing, because it just doesn't fit me. I do my own thing. But it's not really my own thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I will follow. That was part of my my sabbatical last night, was to get on the ball with the channel. Like, work harder on the channel, get on that computer and start figuring things out, so I can showcase a little bit better, you know, the subscribers of the day. And I think I'm going to add highlights of the day as well, so that whenever I come across, like, Jeff and Wayne and all of those masters who say something that's important, to highlight it in the highlighting session. And then I'm going to put in those feature channels you know, where you put in the feature channels, and I'm gonna put Jeff and, you know, like the 6 that I already know of now, the masters. Came up with this theory today, Tate, that 6, think about it. What does this remind you of? Like this whole surreal feeling, in a way, it reminds you of the battles, you know, like whenever you're trying to deep thought it, you know, like, okay, if you take the magic away, you know, because I'm constantly in thought about different ideas about what's real and, you know, what's going on. But if you take one of the theories and you put it like the Battlestar Galactica and the whole idea of Caprica and what happened with Caprica, and then Battlestar Galactica happened, and, you know, AI took over, and six was the only one that had any kind of compassion. And then there's 6 masters now in my channels. So I thought that was really cool. Now with Anja there, because I did subscribe to Anja last night. So now there's 6. And somebody told me of somebody else. I wrote it down somewhere. I wrote it down somewhere in the powwow earlier. I wrote it down somewhere anyway. Like I said, crazy. You gotta excuse me, man. I'm really hungry. I hardly ate anything yesterday. I kind of cheated and had a processed Debbie snack. Them are the only snacks are the only like food that I eat that are processed. I think that's the biggest temptation. I mean, these are processed too, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about really bad processing. You know, like, no, I guess these, yeah, all the better things, the tasty things that you really crave are probably high in bad thing. I'm eating bad. You caught me, Tate. You caught me. This is my daily cheat. It's like my snack, like my dessert. Steve Wasso, WSO. It's right there in front of me. WSO. And he says Steve. But he thinks that might be. But see, I think that that's in a different sector. I think that our sector is complete now. I just have the feeling that our sector is complete, and he's from a different sector. I'm gonna go check him out though. Definitely gonna check him out and see, because I really want to know what sector he's in. And whenever I say sector, I mean like different parts to this. Like different people go to different places. Like I'm from Jeff's team. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, whoever came in, hi. Trippin says, Nunya, what state are you in? I'm in Misery, and I love company. Watch my videos. But yeah, whoever came up, hello. Thought they're gone. Quick as they came, they left. I guess not their cup of tea. But I don't know how old you are in this, but you said you're new. So I'm taking it you came about 3 weeks ago. Or are you newer than that? Were you stubborn and then delayed yourself afterwards, and then you came here? Or was it just me? Did I pluck you too late? But yeah, I'm fairly new myself. I'm only 3 weeks old. Actually, 3 weeks new. I may as well start saying it that way. I'm 3 weeks new. But I love it so far. I love being here. someone had said to me that it would be a phase. It's just a phase. It's just, that and that, And I'm like, no, it's not a phase. Yeah, I have meditation segments on. Um, Sometimes I get late to them because, of my life. I got other things, outside things going on, important things, Someone's in the hospital and, you know, his kids need help, being taken care of and get off to school. And there's an autistic child involved, and that's a challenge within itself. His father's been in and out of the hospital, and, you know, it's kind of hard because he's not used to change. He doesn't like change at all. And whenever change comes, if it's building for a while, especially if it keeps happening throughout time, and then now it's here, he's starting to get to where, showing some anger. So I tried meditation with him, and he loved it. He absolutely loved it, and it worked on him. Because like I said, after the night after I tried the first meditation, and I seen that he liked it a lot. Because I didn't think that he would do it because, all the thoughts and stuff, I didn't think that he'd sit down and stop and, close his eyes and breathe and concentrate on the breathing, but he did, and he loved it. And the next morning he was doing that, and I held his hands and I made him look at me in my eyes, so I'm sure he's listening to me. For 2 seconds, he looked into my eyes, and I told him, I said, you want to meditate and clear it out? Let's breathe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He couldn't wait to do it, and whenever he did it, he'd stop doing this, and he collected his thoughts. So there is something to this meditation. And yeah, I could do it right now for 3 minutes if you'd like. I could use another meditation session, myself to clear my own head, because earlier, whenever I was doing it, the kids kind of came out. Because, once you come out of the door, and if they see that door is open to the outside, they're just like, bam, right after you. And I didn't think about it, I just came out here, I woke up late. I woke up at like 12:30 because I was up all night doing a jam session, writing things down. And so I didn't wake up until like 12:30 here in Missouri. And I came straight out here. I didn't stop to get coffee. I didn't stop to smoke a cigarette, nothing. I just came straight out here and did my thing and, got on so I wouldn't have to repeat it, because it's not that I forgot to do it. It's just that, I fell asleep and I didn't wake up in time to do my 8 o'clock meditation because I stayed up all night jamming. So, but yeah, I didn't get a full because the kids were out here and they were on the side of the garage here and you could hear them. Got it messed up the whole thing in a way. Tate says, excuse me. Sorry. It's good for the soul, though, to get that out of there. That's expelling that proudly. Excuses, huh? Okay, so Tate says, I'm headed to Arizona. Would like to meet up with you on my way back in March 2019. Wow. Yeah. We can meet up at the center. I should be at the last end of my analytical session by then. But yeah, they have a good meeting spot up there. Or we can meet up at a park. But if you're looking for a girlfriend, I'm already taken. I'm already committed, 100% married inside my heart. I don't need to be married legally. I mean, it's a unity thing, so I'm already united with somebody, with my twin flame. He's just not quite where I'm at yet, but he will be in his own time, and I'm sure of it. He'll get back on track once he starts realizing that he is worth something. But yeah, I definitely love to meet up with people from this. That was my desire whenever I went to the center, was because I wanted to talk to people. Do you live in a van? No. No. No, I unfortunately I live with my mother. Because life has just beaten me down that far. Just like, it sounds like you too. I always did want to travel though, in RV. Around the world. Around the world. Not just the United States.
Oh, and there you are getting that free cholesterol test.
Excuse me, but I'm hungry and I want my coffee really badly. And Ted says he's not looking for anybody or anything, just friends. That's cool. Neither am I, except for to communicate, because it does get confusing doing this, and it does get lonely, because in the world around you, you have your close loved ones, and none of them woke up, and so you don't have anything in common with them, and to even talk to them is a strain, because your mind is constantly going in a big circle of information. And my niece even noticed it, because I won't look at anybody in the eye. I have trouble with that right now because my mind is going so fast that my eyeballs keep moving. I look like a nut. I mean, I'm starting to calm down now. But at the beginning there, man, I was like a nut. But I'm starting to close that gap a little bit more and more. And the more I do is the more I calm down, Because you're lost without your body, Your soul is over here and your body's like... You're like, wait for me! I'm a coming! And then you trip. You're like, damn. I'm waiting for this blue thing to move out of my way because I can't see the chat. It says, sorry, I like something. It looks like me, maybe. It's a real short word. Men. Sorry, I like men. Okay. Yeah, I like men too. Somebody on an analytical station was telling me, because everybody thinks I'm a guy because of my name. And it actually did come from a guy. Came from my hubby. The name did. That's where I got that's where I thought of the name, because I was wanting my anonymity whenever I first started. And so I wore the mask and the Arnold Schwarzenegger mask, and I wore the mask, that went around the face, the bandana. That was silly. It was so hot. It was so freaking hot, and I could. And whenever I was doing that, the Arnold Schwarzenegger mask, I had sweat. It was just dripping. I mean, it was dripping really bad, and I just thought to myself, "What am I doing? I need to come out with this. I need to stop lying." Because it's a lie. If you're not coming out with it to your family, the closest people to you that you're living with, and you're looking like a nut, and you're acting like a nut, and they're wondering what the hell's going on. You're not eating, you're not sleeping, and you look crazy to them. They get a little bit worried about you. So I just thought to myself, man, I'm just going to get out, and I'm going to come out with it. And, if people recognize me on the street as being a nut, and Tosh.0 puts me on his show for being a nut, then I guess I'm going to get made fun of. But who better than me? Because I'm good at dealing with that. I don't take anything in offense. I look at things, in a different way than other people. At least I used to before all this started, which I think it started way, way back, because I started dying, and I think that's whenever it started. It's whenever I started dying. It woke up whenever I started dying. because I started detaching myself from everyone and everything. Even my mom was saying how distraught I've been, because I was a hermit. I was a hermit. And you had said something there. I am one crazy chick, Tate says. I don't know. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm weird. At least that's what I've been told all my life, that I'm not like anybody else. And that's been coming in my mind a lot lately. Because I've been trying to think on what makes us so different, Why isn't anybody else getting woke up? And I think it's because we're warriors and we need to wake everyone else up. That we're the ones that wake everyone else up whenever the time does come, before the time does come, or whenever the time does come, we got to be there for them. I'm not sure, maybe both. But yeah, hello. I'm Nanya. Whoever stopped in, we're just having a powwow here. Had such good luck this past day with coming on live and writing things down and getting like thoughts and ideas from you guys, because you guys ask certain questions that challenge. It's kind of like analytics. You know how they say you can't do it alone? I think this is what they're talking about. So I am here now and I'm trying to figure all this out, and this seems to be helping me because I have no one else to go over my analytics. So maybe this is actually, that makes a lot of sense. See, you discover things as you're doing it. The Joe info is here. Hey, Joe! It's hard to wake people up. Well, you can't wake them up, first of all, unless you love them a damn awful lot and you're willing to do 3 times. And I always tell myself, third time is a charm. You don't go past 3 in life. So, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But not a third time. Kind of like that, It's kind of like that, like she was saying, like Angela was saying, like every myth has a tale. Like these are old things from a long time ago. See, there we go again. I just discovered something else new just by talking. So this is pretty cool. Thank you guys for coming and helping, So that's 2. And the more I do, the more that closes. So I appreciate it. And I hope you guys are getting value out of this as well. If you'd like me to talk about something, just let me know, and maybe that subject might help you too. Yeah, exactly, Joe Info. We help each other, and I appreciate it a lot because I have been really antsy to close this thing because, you're left open, and there's a lot of work with trying to protect yourself while you're open. And you're trying to study, and I'm trying to study, and I'm trying to do this channel, and I'm trying to take care of business at home and other people's business that comes into my life that has the ripple effect from their choices that they make. Yeah. And it's kind of hard to be everywhere at once. And, and I just need to take time for myself and kind of get this gap closed. So, the subscribers of the day is going to be late today because of this, because I'm just having such luck with it, and I thought I'd at least do it a third time, at least a third time, because 2 and then 3. And I always go by 3s. That seems to be my number. So I always go by 3s just to make sure that I'm covering everything. And usually 3 is it. It always happens on a third time. So whatever happens is going to happen now. And Joe, I went to get something to eat, and yeah, I got distracted. Got to talking about Angela with my mom, and I got distracted. That was funny. And excuse me while I make myself a cup of joe here, because I'm in it to win it, baby. And I hope you are too. I know both of you are, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Friends don't let friends be sheeple. Oh my gosh. Friends, that's going to be a title for something. That's how I'm going to talk about that. Friends don't let friends. Scroll back. Be sheeple. You don't mind if I use that, do you? Because I think that would help people. I think that's a topic that would help people. It's not that I'm trying to steal anything. It's, just ideas that I get that are good ideas, And I'll point it out that it was your idea. The Joe info, that was from Joe, right? It wasn't from Tate. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you credit for it, definitely. Saying, I had this friend. I'm going, oh, wait a minute, pigging out now, lots of laughs, yeah, me too. And this is pigging out. I'm full off of one bagel. I shouldn't have made the other one, but it was the other half, and that's the way it goes. You got to make both halves. I'm just going to make my coffee real quick, and I'll try to do the scrolls at the same time. And then Tate says, I'm going through my mom's passing and getting my life together. I'm so sorry. My daddy passed away, and we were just talking about that, weren't we? Weren't we, Joe? About my dad and about trying to heal him. But unfortunately, unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards that he get through it, which is fine. And yes, I'm using a pencil. I don't have a spoon with sugar in it. Yes, I'm very gross. I don't care. Make fun of me. I don't care. It's not really gross. I don't do like really, really gross things, but stuff like that, it's hot. It's kind of burn it off. And I did grosser things in my childhood, like eat glue and eat the erasers off of pencils, It all tasted really good. Shoot. Especially that paste stuff that where you take it, and it comes like in a stick in the glue, and then you lift it up and you go. I love doing that. Okay, let's get back to the comments. But yeah, I really tried to heal him, and it was very, very hard, really hard, his passing, especially at the end. I was living in his house trying to help him towards the end, and I didn't do a very good job because my empathy kicked in, and I could feel it coming, and I got really depressed, and I just closed off for quite a while, like a month prior, for like a full month. And he was even mad at me for sitting around. I was just like I was vegetable, because my body was preparing itself for the devastation that it would cause. And I realize that now. But at the time, I didn't really know what it was that was going on. I just felt really depressed, kind of like something had happened that I didn't really know happened. And then after that, he got sick and had to go in the hospital. He was in there for 3 months, and I wouldn't leave the hospital at all. I wouldn't leave. At night, they tried to kick me out. Like the first couple of nights, I stayed there. Then the security came to me on the third night. On the third night, they came to me, and they said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you've been here for, days now, and you can't just stay here. We're not a hotel. And I said, I don't care what you are. My father's in here, and he's not my biological father, but he is my stepfather, and he is my daddy, and he was there for me, and I'm not leaving. I'm going to be here for him. I'm not leaving him. I'm here with him, and I'm staying here with him. And you're not going to make me leave. You would have to call the police. You would have to take me out of here in handcuffs and everything, because I'm not leaving. There will be a scene, and I will make myself known, and you'll have a big old mess, and I'll sue, and I'll go to court. Even if I do have to waste my money, I'll do it. Just let me stay. And they let me stay, and I stayed there for 3 months. Took showers there, slept with my dad, and tried to get his heart, at the time that they needed it. Tried to help heal him. But unfortunately, because people don't do their jobs right, and it seems to be a lot of what's going on right now, in this world, as you noticed. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but yeah, I know it's always been there, but now it's like really bad. Like everywhere you go, no one wants to do the freaking job. It's like, what's so hard about getting paid and doing what you're supposed to do? You know what I mean? What's so hard about that? I don't understand what's so hard about doing your job and getting paid for doing it. You know, you're like half-assing it. Sorry to say that, but that's what it is. You're half-butting it, uh, like tremendously. And what does that do for the company that you're working for? You know, really, because eventually they're going to start downsizing because of your lack of competence. So you're actually hurting your own cause, you know. But it seems like it's running rampant, like everywhere. I mean, like I can go into Walmart. No, let's not do Walmart. Let's do anywhere else. Let's say customer service counter at a visiting center, which is supposed to be really nice and kind like this community, right? I can go in there and there'll be someone that doesn't do their job. And it would show like it's like a tremendous notice, you know. It's not like in the backfire, you know, in the back scenes of things. It's like right in your face. I just don't understand. So I do understand your pain, Tate. Joe says yes, you may, and I forgot my question. Oh yeah, to use that, friends. Friends, don't let friends be sheeple. And Joe Info, Tate tripping, sorry for your loss. Been there. Yeah, we've pretty much been there. I think that's why we're all waking up, is because we dropped so low that our natural instincts kicked in and opened something up so that we can survive it. And if we listen, it's on us to listen or to ignore it. My family, Tate says, my family is getting me drunk tonight so I can be good for Monday liftoff. Well, I hope you don't get too drunk, Tate, because drinking is just a substitute for pain. And actually, it brings on a lot more pain. I know that because my sister had passed away right after my father did. And I got to the drinking. You know, you get two people like in a matter of 2 years that passed away that's really close to you. I mean, these are people that are really close, not just, you know. And yeah, my sister dying, that was a shock. Um, yeah, and I drank, and it wasn't good, and I realized that. And I've always realized that drinking wasn't good, and that I am an alcoholic in my own way. Like I'm a weird alcoholic, you know. Like I don't crave it like a regular alcoholic, but whenever I drink, it's like Kool-Aid or it's like soda pop, where I'll just chug the whole thing. I will too. I'll chug the whole thing, and I don't know when to stop because I like it so much. Uh, Tate says, time for another shot of tequila with a beer chaser. Sorry, need to go. All right, Tate. Just be careful and don't drive, because you don't want that kind of responsibility. I had a friend who drank and drive and ran into a little girl and killed her, and it affected him his whole life. He did not drive. I cried whenever he told me that he never drove. He'd never driven after that, because I asked him why he didn't drive. You know, because he never had a car, even though he was an alcoholic. You know, I wanted to know why he stopped drinking, because he's my friend and I want to know. So, yeah, he said he ran over a little girl and that changed his life. And, you know, and it messed with him his whole life. And he became a bigger alcoholic to where it affected his brain and he couldn't talk right and he couldn't function right. He talked nonsense all the time. You had to really know this guy in order to understand him. You know, you had kind of had to follow his aura, you know, his being. You kind of had to know that side of him in order to understand him. But he was a great soul. He's passed away now. Sad the world has become so cold, distant, heartless. I know. I know. And Joe Info says to Tate, take care. And we all love you, Tate. you take care in all you do and try to maintain yourself so that you can experience, everything involved. Try to taper off if you can. The know will help you and people here will help you. This is the reason why I get on, live, is because sometimes it does get hard and you want to go to that cigarette, go to that joint, go to that drink because you are facing some, it's like kind of like I told my niece, you know, you're gonna experience the most horrific things that you ever seen in your life, and it is true. It's worse than what you're thinking it is, because you're dealing with your own self, and it opens up a lot of old wounds, and we're here for you, okay, Tate? So if you ever want to try us instead of the alcohol, try us. Just post that you're going up live and put a notification up. That way I can see it and get ready, because I would like to be ready for any live streams, because, it's kind of hard whenever you're trying to do something and somebody comes up and you want to watch them, but then you got to finish what you're doing. And that's what happened a few times with Urban Medical, and if there was somebody else who was up live that I wanted to watch, but I was in the middle of doing my own thing. And because they didn't put a notice up, I couldn't just, you can't just stop what you're doing. You got to taper off of it and finish up the last bit of your thoughts or the last bit of your work. So yeah, just let me know and I'll come over and I'll watch. I'll be on your live. I work a lot, while I'm listening to people. I sit down and I write and I let it go on in the background. I'll comment every now and again on something that, tickles me pink. But if I'm needed, I'll straighten up and I'll listen. I know that you're going through a lot, so I'll straighten up and I'll listen, and I'll just write every now and again, what I'm doing. But yeah, I can do two things at once. So, yeah, just send me a notification. That's a notification that you're up, that you're coming up. How you do that, if you don't know, is that you go into the camera whenever you're recording. How you're putting in the title of the name of the thing, and then you scroll down to more options, and then in more options you'll hit scheduled live, and then you put in the time. It'll say the time now in Eastern Standard Time, and then you'll put it up on, I think it comes up Eastern Standard Time, but anyway, it'll come up to your time up at the top, and then you just click on, it's kind of like one of those alarms that you set on your phone, where you just click it in and then you press done, not go live, and it'll go up into the top, like right here in your screen, up in the left or the right hand corner. There'll be like a little red tag on what's on hold, and you can click on that little where it's red, and that's your video holding to go live that you just made up about 15-20 minutes prior to that, to let everybody know that you're going live. And two, that helps other people know that you're going live as well, people in our community, because we don't like stepping on each other's toes. So like I got up here and nobody put up a notification like Kelly Daly or Chaos Phoenix Gaming. None of them put up neither did I. Because I just came on here. This is benefit for myself. I wasn't expecting anybody to come, but if they came, they came. And but yeah, it helps us in the community out with not stepping on each other's toes if someone has something important to say. So we all kind of watch ourselves in our times, and if we're going to step on somebody, just a respect thing, really. Which I think is really cool in you two, because you never get that. Now, people outside of my realm, sometimes you just got to do, especially whenever you're having a cram session like this. You just got to get up and do it. I'm going to get copyrighted. I was watching this this woman, I forgot who it was, but she was saying that she was on doing she was riding somewhere in her car. She was complaining at YouTube. She just immediately got up there and started complaining at YouTube. You can copyright me all you want, but it ain't gonna stop me. Because her radio is playing in the background in her car and it copyrighted her. I think that's bogus, you know? Songs like this, you shouldn't get copyrighted for. I mean, it's an old song. And I thought that there was like maybe her song was a new song. I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. Turn that up too high. But I still want it on. Because that's our theme, brainwashing. I got the TV on in the background. I got me TV. I could change it to something else. See what else is on.
The cause of Chad's death was changed from suicide.
I want to get copyrighted on it. Probably not. Not if I keep changing it. No, we don't want regular TV.
You're gonna be married in white. In grandmother's lace. It's gonna be all right, baby. It's gonna be all right. Nobody will know.
Here you go, Tate. This one's for you.
Oh, no.
Listen. This other one. What does he look like? Tell me exactly what he looked like.
He was drunk and weird looking with these thick glasses.
Remember that old one? That was cool. I love old movies. But then I hate the fact that they brainwash you with it and that they're using the dark power on them. That stinks. But I'm not going to watch it, you know. I just wanted to watch it for 1 second because that was pretty cool. I like old movies. I can't remember what that one is, though. I wish I can get the information bar to come up. But it never tells me what's on, even in the bar. Let me see. 1, 2. Let's see. Let's see if it does.
SBA loans.
Oh no, it's not telling me. No, it's not gonna tell me. So, it's been a trip. I don't know about you guys. And you guys are about 3 weeks new too, aren't you? I know Joe Info is. I think Joe Info is like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Unless I'm thinking of, I talked to so many people on chat. Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye. That's great. Ain't that the truth? I'm peeling the burnt off my bagel now. I'm going to try to eat the second one because I don't like waste. It wouldn't go to waste anyway because I just throw it out to the birds, you know. But who knows if they would eat it with all this cheese on it. I didn't have any Philadelphia cream cheese, so I had to put regular cheese on there and toast it. And I burned it. I'm trying to get all the burn off.
A surgery that takes as little as 45 minutes, and your active life can change a child's life forever. All it takes is 67 cents a day, $20 a month. Call 1-833
Sorry, Joe.
6377 now to give a new smile.
And Tate finally left.
239-6377.
He was on here for quite a while. Or she. They. I should say they. He was here a really long time.
Are unpredictable Crohn's symptoms following you everywhere? It's time to take back control.
If I can't make you think, I will make you smile. Scary thoughts. No, I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think of another subject to work on here. Like just trying to get the talk going to another aspect of things and trying to open myself up a little bit, you know, and still block at the same time. And I am so hungry, I'm sorry. I think I am going to eat all that, no matter how gross it looks.
Are you fed up with Crohn's symptoms following you? Talk to your doctor today and learn how Jansen can help you.
I should be eating something better for me, but my cauliflower and broccoli is over at the kids' house. I left it over there by accident. And all those are my smoking-free foods, you know, because I don't want to. I'm afraid of getting lung cancer from quitting smoking, because I see a lot of people experiencing that, and I think there's a trick to that. I know deep down within there's a trick to that, and that's to clean it out at the same time. Like, you're not just supposed to quit. There's a process to quitting. Like, you taper off from the smoking, like you're gonna go 3 years. Oh, I'm gonna quit, and then you smoke again. I'm gonna quit, and I'm gonna smoke again, kind of thing. Because you're testing the waters, you know, of trying to quit. And then you finally do. And when you do, I forgot what I was gonna say because this thing is too loud. Darn, I hate that. There went a thought. I gotta get it back. Hang on. Darn it. Don't you hate that? I hate it. I can't wait until I get rid of that. And I just start thinking and doing and being. And I need to set this up better. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Hang on. What did I do? I did it again. There we go. Oh, okay. Firstborn, or first porn reference in TV. Ward, weren't you a little hard on the beer last night? Sick world. That was a porn reference? I didn't know that. It probably was, you know, with their sick minds. Wouldn't doubt it. Step down, pack to half a pack, and keep going. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Somebody gave me the very nice gentleman that's in the hospital right now, my brother-in-law. He gave me some nicotine gum. So I'm going to utilize that nicotine gum. Even though I hate utilizing other things, you know. I don't like using things, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do to make things easier. I think I just wanted to try it myself first. So what I think I'm going to do, I have a plan. So I think I'm going to give myself a cigarette like three times a day, like meals, and use the gum any other time. Because it's in the habit, you gotta try and alter the habit. along with, you know, depletion of the nicotine. If you take the nicotine away and you're trying to work on the habit, I don't think it would work. I think you need the nicotine because your body, I mean, think about it, it's addictive. It's made to be addictive. It's made that way. And if it's made to be addictive, then give yourself a break, you know? Don't be so hard on yourself. I keep telling myself that. Don't be so hard on yourself. Forgive yourself and move on to the next day, to the next hour, to the next minute, to the next second. Just move on. Forget about it. Change the subject. You know, really. And you just wrote something. Gum helps. It's the little things, right? Yep. Definitely the little things. I got gum, the nicotine gum that I'm going to start. And I got regular gum. Oh, it's sitting right here on the table. I got the regular gum. And I'm glad because I think that this is low in sugar. Pretty sure of. Yeah, sugar-free gum. So you want to make sure you get even though it has the sweet and low in it, it's still good. It's better than the sugar, I think. Joe Info says, self-love, eat well, and sleep. I can't sleep. You crazy? Last night I did, though. I mean, sometimes I do. It just depends, I guess, on what the moon cycles are. I don't know where this comes from. I think it feels like it's coming from the way things are. It's just the way things are. Whenever you're up all night, there's a reason of why you're up all night. There is a reason. And that's what you need to learn. Get out the paper. Get out the books. If you can't sleep, get them out. Don't read. Don't read. If you have to, listen to videos or listen to somebody read. Because if you try to read, you're just going to, get tireder and it's going to strain in your eyes. So I always write whenever I'm tired. I just keep writing. Just keep going. Just like now I'm on this video, and I'm tired because it feels like I didn't get hardly any sleep, but I did. I got a lot of sleep because I went to bed, I think, at 5 o'clock. It took me time, had to turn on the computer and generate the computer up because the Roku that I have for the TV, I can't find my remote. Ever since this stuff happened with the kids, I misplaced my remote for the Roku and I don't know where it's at. So I've been hooking the computer up and do it, using the computer as a way of getting stuff feed to the Roku or to the TV. So I can fall asleep because I like listening to scary stories sometimes before I go to sleep. I like my scary stories. It's not the scary stories anymore though. It's more or less I'm used to people, certain narrators telling their stories, and they just sound so good. You get to where people they just sound good to you, and I like their sound, so it helps put me to sleep. All I get are naps, 2-3 hours, would kill for 8 hour and REM sleep. Yeah, I haven't been able to REM sleep, I don't think. Let's see, I went to bed at about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 7 hours. And I keep doing that every now and again to where I'll be up for like all night, like the whole week. I was up all night, the entire week. And, then every once in a while, it'll come to where I sleep for 7 hours. And it's weird. I think that it's set up that way. I don't think it's the no. I think it's the bad ones. I really do. Because last night I just wanted to pass out, After we got done talking, I was just so tired that I wasn't defending myself before I went to sleep. I didn't defend myself before I went to sleep like I usually do. And I think that it got in there. I'm pretty sure it probably got in there. Because I think that that's what happens. That it keeps trying to get in and it keeps trying to find my weak moments. Like, like last night, because I was on a roll last night, like a big roll last night. I mean, it's happening right now. I'm on a big roll, and if anything disrupts that big roll, you know what I mean? Now would be a good time because I didn't protect myself because I'm so tired. You see, and I think that keeps happening because Jeff says that they come in your sleep. He thinks they come in your sleep, and that makes a lot of sense to me with my dreams. Like I was saying last night, with the dreaming, like I stopped dreaming whenever all this happened. I need to block that light there. But yeah, I think that it has a lot to do with dreaming, with them getting in. And I think I was attacked last night. And that's the reason why my alarm didn't go off. Like, it's still set. It's still on. I see the icon. It's still on, but it didn't go off. And I know I had it set for tomorrow, for, today. I mean, not tomorrow. But I set it for, the same day. I looked at it. And it just didn't go off. And that's been happening quite often. Like it tried to get me whenever I first started with the kids, with helping over there, because I was doing a good deed, not expecting anything out of it. And that's what happens whenever you do stuff like that. Is that they come in and they try to mess with you, try to put out the light of you. And then whenever that happens, then they get in your dreams. And that's where the nightmares come from. Because I've been like this my whole life, where I've been a beaker of light. Like, and I'm really not trying to be conceited or anything. So anybody who's watching this, please don't feel like I'm boasting about myself. I'm just trying to explain, where I'm coming from. Because I've been woke up on my whole life. Like I've been told by people, how different I am. And the way I think is different. And I don't know. Like even with my dreams, like my hubby tells me, "You dream?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I dream." He was asking me, "You dream all this? Like you really see all this?" Because I'll go into details like what the wall looked like, what the floor looked like, what I was doing there. All the way for like 3 days in my dream, because I'm dreaming for like 3 days. It seems like 3 days is rolling in my dream. Ephesians chapter 6, armor up every day. Some things just call at me to write them down. I don't know why until I look into them. And see, this is why I'm saying always have a pencil and paper handy. Is because things will come across in your everyday life like whenever you least expect it, And if you have your phone, just hit record. Even if you gotta just, cover up the picture part. That's what I do. I just kind of just start talking into the recording. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that one. That sings pretty to me. I don't know why, but we'll see. I like that friends don't be friends. Like friends don't let friends be sheeple. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. You ain't never gonna top that one, man. That was a good one. Well, you probably will. Yeah, you probably will. I'm getting the vibe that I will. I'll hear something better than that. I know I will. That's great, though. Ah, this is getting boring in the background here. I'm gonna change it. It seems a little bit boring. That one's boring too. It looks like we might have to go to that 11 channel. Channel 11, or I forget what it's called. But it's another old one that Little House on the Prairie comes on. Maybe Little House on the Prairie's on. That'd be cool. If Little House on the Prairie was on. Oh, Comet TV is on. Little alien dude. Oh, I think it might be some kind of. Here, I'll let you see. Oops, sorry. Shaking y'all around here. I know I've seen this before, I just don't know what it is. Ah, traders! Do we have traders? Oh, he's gonna shoot somebody in the head, isn't he? Oh, okay, I see. They're searching for that dude. Oh, he must have got shot. It's always nice to have a little bit of taste of the old life, you know? I do miss it sometimes. I miss the naiveness to it all. I really do. Well, I better not show too much of that and get copyrighted for it. I'm sure that that was okay because I didn't show much of it. I hope. I guess we'll find out, just like the book that I'm getting ready to read. I don't ever read anything. I don't read the instructions on these kind of things. I think of these kind of things, I'm just going to go with it, you know, and whatever happens, happens out of it. If they want to delete my channel because I keep copyrighting, then fine, so be it. Semi-understandable literature about it, and then, you know, like a video about the copyright, YouTube, and then maybe I'll cooperate, you know. But if I had to sit there and read something YouTube, it ain't gonna work out. Nobody's gonna read your terms of service, YouTube. We all just click on it. We all just accept it. You know, we don't read it. We don't want to read it because we already know what's in it. We already know that you're going to spy on us. We already know that you're going to take our information from us. So we already know that. So we don't even care to read your terms of service. Just explain to us what the copyright is. Leave us a video on it. I guess I should look that up. Look and see if YouTube has a video on copyright. And see if YouTube has video on copyright. That's a good question, because I don't know what none of this is. I don't know what the date is, you know, because I know that the last I heard, this was before Disney. This was right whenever Disney got their copyright all the way, you know, like things that they had that were out there forever. This was way back then. Yeah. There was something, last I heard, that there was a certain year, I think it was 17 years or 20, 40, 27, I can't remember. So many years, if it's old, that it's public domain, I think they called it. So, I don't know, because It's all new to me, all these terms. I just remember seeing that somewhere. So I guess I'll figure it out. I guess I'll figure it out, and I'll see about YouTube having that video. That might be a good idea to look up. Because then maybe I can get away with more music, you know, if I know what to play. Like I can put on the music in the background when I'm talking to you guys. That way you're not so bored here. I might have to think of some games that we all can play. But you know, I don't really like games. I mean, I like playing them on other stations, but I don't know if this channel is right for playing games. I'm not sure. There's always ideas, you know, for things. Uh-oh, he's gonna damage the railroad. He pulled out a nail. Uh-oh, all them people. Oh, are they all getting on? He's gonna derail them so they can't go anywhere. What a good soldier. What a good warrior. He knows how to get him where it hurts. Nitch the train. Nitch the train. Nitch the train. Hurry, dude. Here it comes. Hurry. Sorry, I need to adjust. Ah, that's 3. He's on his 3rd one. Let's see if he gets any farther. Uh-oh, people are coming. I wonder if the dude's gonna get away with it. I always wanted to do that. Jump on a train and ride it. Be like one of those hobos and ride the train. That'd be fun. Be kind of horrible too. But the experience would be good, you know, to experience having nothing and living off the land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aw, man. I left it on too long. I left it on too long. It's gonna block out the stream for that amount of time. So I'm glad I wasn't talking hardly. Yeah, it says, heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio and video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Get fucking real. I'm sorry, but that's just ignorant. That's really ignorant. You know, you're just doing a little bit of TV. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see this one. It's the little things, you get enough of them, and now you have something big, right? It's the little things, you get enough of them, and now you have something big. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. The Joe Info said, Hickey Bob, free train rides. Been there. Well, yeah, Hickey Bob just gave me copyright. See, and that's what I mean. That movie was made before 1970. what's wrong with that picture? I mean, really, what's wrong with that? So that means I can't even have it in a darn background because the audio detected it. I didn't know they did audio too, like both of them for TV. You know, I just thought you could have the TV going in the background and see. And I learned this stuff as I go along, but that's just ignorant. It really is ignorant. I mean, YouTube is an ignorant association. Of course, you can't expect much from us from what's his name, the one who bought it out, the pervert, the really big pervert, the one that could be what's his name's father from the one that killed himself or the one that died. I don't know if he killed himself or if he died. I don't even know if he died. What's his name? Podesta. You gotta expect that from a Podesta looking ass. Sorry, excuse my language, but it's truth. What a creep that guy is. Never seen a more creepier guy in my life. Along with Joe Biden. The creepy Joe Biden. Have you seen that video? That was sick. That was just so sick. Look up Joe Biden, the pervert. Creepy Joe Biden. Just look up creepy Joe Biden. Creepy Joe. Just look up creepy Joe. It'll come up. Because let me tell you, that man, oh man, I would have to kill him. If he ever came near my kids and touched them that way, I would have to hurt him pretty bad. I am like an eagle with my kids. You know, you mess with me, but my kids, no way. I'd be one of those stepping right in between. I'd be like, nope. He'd be pulling on my kid, pulling him over. Nope. This is my child. You do not take control of that. I'm in control of that. And you're not touching on my kid's hair. You're not rubbing on their back. You're not rubbing on their neck. You get your sick pedophile hands off of them. Disclaimer, I've been owing any of the content on this channel. I've been owing. What does that mean, Owen? Are you trying to say own? I don't own any of the... Okay, I see. I don't own any... I don't own any of the content on this channel. Oh, am I supposed to say that? Is that what it is? I'm supposed to say that? Well, see, I did that before with the Van Nuys, and they wound up taking it off. Taking this section of the Van Nuys gaming thing. Because, I mean, I even showed it, you know, like their website, you know, their channel and where I was getting it from. And I said, thank you to Van Nuys for providing this, you know, non-copyrighted content, because that's what it's labeled as. And I still got copyrighted for it. Because, what's his name, Chill, had kind of guided me to that. I didn't really know what the heck I was doing, you know, and I think it was something that it was Van Nuys. Because I was using Van Nuys because of because it said it was copyright free. And so I clicked on it, you know, and it was really cool tunes that he made. And I thought, well, you know, I'll use it. And then I was on, Chill came to my channel and he was like, who is that? Explain to us who that is. So I think he was trying to guide me to say who it is, but I just didn't show it on the screen. And then I got copyrighted. Maybe I need to show it on the screen because I don't think I need to look at that to see if any other ones got copyrighted that I put Van Nuys in and see if there's a difference. Like maybe I'm supposed to show like who it is and say like you just said with the disclaimer. I'm gonna have to look all of this stuff up. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. YouTube needs to provide a video to newcomers, you know, making videos. They need to have that in the terms of service, like a little video clip, you know, just talking about the terms of service. People don't want to freaking read. It's too much reading in those terms of service. Way too much reading. Yeah, and Creepy Joe, scary old pedo. Yeah, he is, man. That's really what started waking me up to all of it right there was Creepy Joe Biden. Watching that video, I'm just like, he was so obvious about it, and he was in public. It made my stomach turn really bad because I knew what was behind that. I knew, I'm experienced in that. I know what that is. you know, I know what the manipulation is to it. So I mean, it was pretty obvious to me that he was molesting children from probably a long time ago. He's been doing it for quite a while because he has a good manipulation technique going. And he's stupid about it because he does it in public, for his public people to see. Um, yeah, it got me to open up my eyes to all of them, to see what all of them were doing. It's kind of like you're looking and you're thinking, is he a pervert? Are they a pervert? Is that one a pervert? And then you go and you look inside your head. Yeah, probably. It's just like watching, what's the name of that? It seems like a lifetime ago. Everywhere you go. Full House. Jam House. Here on YouTube. Post the artist name and song title. Look him up. Well, see, I'm afraid. It's just like just now. Anything I put up, they're going to copyright it. Anything. I can put a disclaimer up, more than likely, and they'll still probably do it. Because I even said we're getting brainwashed. I mean, I don't know what this is to say, to put a disclaimer on it. I don't know what it is. I'm just showing it, a little clip of it. It's not like it's a whole freaking thing. It makes me mad that they do it like that, I mean, I hope that was just a warning and they don't block it. I hope that was like a warning saying that if you go past, they should have a past point. Like, hey, you're getting ready to go over copyright, turn it off or disclaim it, one of the two. It's just unfair because we don't know what things are, we don't know what everything is. How do you put a disclaimer on something that you don't know what it is until they tell you? And how do we know how long we can post a video for unless you tell us? Because we're all too busy to read your damn terms and service because you put it on there and it's so long. It's like 14, 15 pages of nonsense. I guess it's not nonsense to them because it's all legal mumbo jumbo. But, we're all human beings around here, YouTube. We're humans. And we're not attorneys. I don't want to sift through your legal bull crap in order to find out what I need to do. Just make a darn video about it. That makes me mad. All this copyright stuff. It does. It really makes me mad. They want to make things so lonely for you, I think. That's what it is. So scary for you. We put a copyright issue on you. We're gonna block your content. What? How in the heck did you do that? How did I? All right, I'll figure it out. Okay, so Joe Info wrote backwards, mind you. Backwards, mind you. It's like a mirror. Because that's what this world is a big mirror now. You need to research everything. You have to research everything. They'll get you. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at me. I want to do it right, but I'm afraid I might get copyrighted because I'll do it right. There, I got you to smile, lots of laughs. You, Joe says. That was weird. I never seen that before. Writing backwards. How did you mirror that? I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Mirror your text. Mirror your text in chat. That's unique. I like that because I like things in backwards. I used to think that people's truth came out. I wonder. I still think that might be true. Ooh, I'm gonna have to explore that. What was I thinking of? Oh, I lost it. No, and I didn't even say it. I was getting ready to write it down. Let me go back. I need to go back and reach in my mind there. Pull that thought back out because I think that was an important thought. Oh, backwards. Recording someone upside down too. Oh yeah, it is upside down too. Upside down and inside out. Yeah, boy, that's what this world is. But what was I saying? Oh, the backwards writing. Along my way of finding myself here, I bought a recorder, one of those apps that you record, and I kept trying to record people and play them backwards because people were showing like Joe Biden talking and Clinton talking and not Hillary, but Bill Clinton and other people. And whenever you play it backwards, even Trump, and whenever you play it backwards, it'll tell you something, the truth. Because whenever you're speaking, your truth is coming out, but it's coming out in reverse. So I tried it on somebody and it does work. I did. I tried it on somebody and it does work. Because I knew what this person was thinking, you know. It's a family member. Tricks are for kids. Yeah, tricks are for kids. But yeah, I did this recorder and it does. You can hear people's truths whenever you play it backwards in the slow mo. You have to kind of do it in slow mo and do it slowly so you can get it. Yeah, you kind of have to do both. You kind of have to go fast and go slow, go fast and go slow, because it's hard to make out the words. But they are there. They are there because it kind of like blends in, like the sounds will blend in together, and and then it'll say a word and then it'll blend in. So you kind of have to read between the lines on things, but it's there. Then once you see it, then you replay it, and then you'll be able to hear it better in a slower, like you'll find the right volume, the right speed for it. And then whenever you play it forward or backward, it will say a word and you can write that word down. And you keep writing those words down and it'll create like a freaking sentence that will tell you exactly what the person is being truthful about, in that statement or in any statement really. Because with them, it can go anywhere. You know what I mean? The guard kitty, you're picking on the kids. Better feed them. Kids equal my dogs. I got a cat that picks on the dog too. It's a retarded kitty. His name is actually, I named him Kitty Kitty. I got a fishy too. Because it seems kind of weird because all this came on before I woke up and I didn't like naming things then either. You know what I mean? I got to where I started hating names before. So You start to know where you're going. You just don't know it. You just don't know that you know. But you do know. You know? Had to play a word game with that. You know how it is, you know? You know that your no knows. You got one? You got one in there? I see one. I know you got one in there. It's coming. I feel you coming. Oh, ew. Oh, man. Didn't mean that the way it sounded. That was embarrassing. But I know you're writing something there, Joe. Are you thinking about it? You're taking care of those dogs and you're thinking about it. Because I know you're still listening and you want to respond, but I feel it. It's in there. You'll come back and you'll be like, there you go. Dogs Michael, Gabriel, and Ezekiel. Wow, you like your Bible. I wanted to burn my Bible just as an act of defiance towards them. And it was going to be an old Bible too. I'm still debating on whether or not to burn it. Because I want to burn it. I don't know. I don't know why I want to burn it, but I just do. I think it's to set myself free from the old thoughts. I think I want to do it as a celebration whenever I'm ready. Because it's my oldest Bible from whenever I went to Sunday school at age 5, 6, somewhere around then. And they gave me a little red Bible, and I kept it all these years. This little, like a red, it's not little, but, stands about that big, One of those ones that the churches give you. It's a softback book, red. One of the classics that Sunday school gives kids back in the 70s. I don't even know how old you are. And if you're from back in our day, from my day, 70s, the good old 70s. If you were born in the 80s, and it'd probably be the good old 80s to you. I'm just giving you time to type there. I've been trying to remind myself that it takes you guys time to type and send it through, that it takes, a minute or so for you guys to get situated. Or you could be, feeding Gabrielle, Ezekiel, and what was it, Michael. I thought that, but, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, you could be feeding them. But anyway, let's see, another subject. So I have a feeling I'm going to get kicked out of here in a few. My hubby, he likes to work out, and this is his space to work out in. But if so, I'll just go up and I'll start on the subscribers of the day and get that done. Try to learn that record on the computer and see if I can't do it like that. And borrow a pair of headsets so I can speak on the damn thing. And yeah, let me see if you chatted anything. Oh yeah, you did. Hang on. Positive Movement is live now. Positive Movement 2. And I think she's a newcomer to the channel here. Maybe we should go over there, Joe, and support her, you think? I mean, we could do that. And I'll give my hubby time to come out here and work out. and I can work on the computer, listen to her at the same time, and try to get that set up. And then I can come back with the scrubs of the day, and I can do it live if you wanted. But the problem with that is that I won't be able to answer very many comments. I would have to do it, kind of sequentially. Well, actually, I would, because I'd be on a computer and I'd be able to see chat a little bit better. So that's cool. Yeah, we could do it that way. We can go support positive movement too, and I can pack up my stuff here while I have her on and say hello. Of course, introduce ourselves and say hello, and then I could put it, like in my pocket, and bring you on up to my room, and then work on the subscribers, like with recording and figuring that out on how to record that, and then do that. You know what I mean? Like figure all that stuff out, and whenever she's done, then I can come back on and figure out the rest of the steps to it. You know what I mean? Did you want to do that? That might be a better idea, because I think that they're fairly new and they're probably putting their heart out there on the line, and it might do some good to have some company. Misery does love company. I mean, I know you like watching me and all, but personally, I like supporting my posse. If they got a video going, and I've been on here for like almost 2 hours now again, powwowing, and I got a half a sheet, I got some, which is better than none. And now that I got some, maybe I can give that to somebody else, give something back. That's what I like about this community. Whenever I went to that center, that was the problem. It's like, how are you going to ask me to do something for you and then not really help me out with what you advertised for? Like their advertisement said technology. We have technology tables, and I mean, go look them up. It's the Center of Divine in St. Louis on Wyoming, and you'll see that they advertised for technology. And I'm thinking to myself, whenever I had called, I mean, I put that all in an equation, because I don't have money, to be wasting on gas to go see people. I'm not a rich person. Got to go do stuff. I'll be back later. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's cool, because I'm going to go watch Positive Movement and give them some support. And you have a great day. Take care of Michael, Gabriel, and Ezekiel, and give them lots of love. And give them kitty kisses for me, too. I love kitties. And yeah, this was a fun powwow. Thank you very much, Joe and Tate, for coming in and helping me out. I really, really, really appreciate it. You don't know the impact it does have to have somebody else to go through this with. Because, like I said, I have no one else to do this with. You guys are it. So, you guys are my family, my second family, and I love you. Thank you so much. And those of you who come in and watch it, thank you so much for coming. And feel free to roam around in the channel. Like I said, it's your channel. Do what you will with it. Take advantage of the information that's in the channels up at the top of your screen, in my channel screen, in our channel. No, I'm sorry, in our channel, in Nunya's channel screen. Look up at the top and you'll see the channels, and you just go into the channels and it'll come up with all the subscriptions of all the people that I've been pulling and finding, and I put them there so for use. So take advantage of it. And Joe Info says that to everyone. His love goes out to everyone. All it says, have a blessed day. And we love you too, Joe, and we love you, Tate. You take care of yourself and others around you. And hope everyone's day goes very, very well. And do everything that you can in order to do the right things and to structure it the right way. And I hope you get to where you need to go. And Have fun in all that you do every day, but be safe while you're doing it, right? In all that you do. There we go. Got it. See you later. Have fun.